What's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you how to install your Flipsky 75200 Pro onto your BombMoto B1. Real quick, shout out to you guys for supporting and purchasing these from me and helping the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. So yeah, let's keep this short and sweet. Let's go ahead and first thing first, we're going to take apart the bike. Go over some of the tools you're going to need to take the bike apart. You're going to need a 12mm box-in wrench, a 6mm Allen, 5mm Allen, and a 4mm Allen. And once we're done taking the bike apart, we will need a 3mm Allen and a 2mm Allen to install the Flipsky to the bracket and the bracket to the bike itself. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this bike apart. First thing I like to do is go ahead and take the seat off. Very easy. We'll go down here at the bottom. And again, if you guys know all this stuff, you can go ahead and skip, but we'll go ahead and pull off the wing nut, come to the top, lift straight up, pull back, and our seat is off. Next up, we are going to have two 12mm nuts, and down at the bottom, we're going to take our 6mm and we're going to insert it into the Allen bolts right here. Go ahead, take your box end, put it on here, unscrew these, and it will take this tailpiece bar off just like so. And then I go ahead and put the nuts back on the bolts, throw them back in there, put this to the side. That way we don't lose anything. Next up, we are going to grab our 5mm and we're going to take off the post that the seat latches onto. So go ahead and unscrew that just like so. Go ahead, put that with our pile of parts. And then next up, we are going to grab our 4mm, and what we're going to do is take off the bolt on the top of the cover. We'll go down to the bottom of the cover, take that bolt off as well, and then right here down in the side, kind of point to you, we got one more on the cover on top and then one on the top plastics. So we'll go ahead and remove those, and we'll repeat that whole process on the other side as well. And at that point, we can lift our plastics off. We have all of our bolts off of our plastics and side cover. We'll go ahead and lift up the front, and we're going to slide it back out just like so. And the top of the plastics will come off. Go ahead and set those to the side. Same with our side covers. Pull that off to the side just like so. And we'll go ahead and set both of those covers off to the side as well. Now we are ready to install our Flipsky bracket. So first thing we're going to do is position our bracket with our Flipsky. So let me go ahead and set up the camera real quick. With our bracket in hand, we can see we have our two bolts here up top. So we'll go ahead and spin these out. And then you'll notice you have 4 M3 screws that come along with it. So first thing we'll do is get the bracket itself ready. And then we're going to orient the position of the bracket in the Flipsky itself. That is going to be very important. So you'll notice on the bracket, you'll have the skinny side right here, and then the side with the walls right here. So the skinny side without the walls is going to go towards the back of the bike. And now with the Flipsky in hand, you're going to notice you have your caps and your positive and negative for your battery. We want these to face the front of the bike. So what we're going to do is take our phase wires, we're going to slide them through just like so on the wall side of the bracket. We're going to slide it in just like that, and then you'll notice when you have it flat, you got the angle piece facing towards the front of the bike, phase wires facing towards the back, and the angle of the wall facing towards the front of the bike. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and go to the back, grab our 2mm Allen and our 4 M3 Allen bolts, and we'll go ahead and bolt this down nice and snug. Just like that, with our 2mm Allen, we have our bolts tied down to the Flipsky and the bracket. Again, nice and snug. They don't need to be overly tightened. This stuff is plastic, so you don't want to, go crazy and strong arm it and force the bolt all the way through. With 4 bolts, it's going to hold this nice and tight. Alright, so now we have our Flipsky ready to be mounted onto the bike. So if you'll notice, you actually have 2 nuts that are already inserted into the underside of this part of the bracket. So basically all we got to do is position this now with the 2 holes underneath our seat where the metal tab is, and then we will go ahead and bolt it up in there. Having the plastics off is a key point in installing the Flipsky bracket, because the width of the walls, it will not actually fit in through right here. So what we'll need to do with our battery leads facing forward, we'll come up under the bar just like so. At the wide point we will come up, and then we can pivot it in just like so, and then we can line up our bolt holes just like that. Now these bolt holes, they may be different on yours, so I did leave some wiggle room with a smaller size bolt than the hole itself, and it has a larger pan head style, so that way it kind of acts as its own washer. So let me know if your bolt holes do not line up, but they should all be pretty much the same. Worst case, take yourself a drill bit and kind of run the hole over a little bit. Use a drill bit you don't care about, and if you have like a rotary tool, you can get a burr bit and move the holes over where you need to. Whatever you can do to line them up. So yeah, once we have this installed, I'll go ahead and grab my 2 bolts and screw them down. And here's our bolts. See how it has a nice wide head, that way it cannot fall through the hole. And then of course we have our 3mm Allen wrench. And easy as that, we have our Flipsky installed. So as you can see, it sits there at a nice angle. The caps are out of the way. You should be able to put a cap over this, like a 3D printed cap over it, and it should fit pretty well if you want to go that far. But I mean, it's pretty far up over the seat, and this thing ain't going nowhere. So next up, what I recommend doing as far as your wiring, I know a lot of you will be running like a XT90 or a QS8 connector. So what I would end up doing is basically you can get some Velcro wrap or zip tie and just run this up and over and then down. Now if you run them through the side right here, once you put your plastics on, you can kind of see through this, and you'll see a bit of your wiring. So like I said, I like to run mine over and then back down. Same with our phase wires. What I'll do is I will come up and over, and then I will run this down through the side of the controller just like so. Go up and under. Sorry, this is hard to do with one hand. Basically something like that. We'll tie this up, up in here, and then from there we can connect these however we need to, and they will run just about like that, and that's going to leave you plenty of room with the box shape in the back of the plastics, and then you're all good to go. Give you a little bit better of an angle with the plastics somewhat on. I just have them hanging on right there, but as you can see, I have the phase wire running up, over, and then back through here, so that way it gives you a nice clean look, no wires showing unless you really get in there. And then again, like I said, you have plenty of room to tie up your phase wires down under here. Then you can put your Hall sensor plug off to the side right there, so I'll give you plenty of room. And again, as you can see, the caps are nowhere near anything, so they got plenty of room right here to put a cap or something. I believe Charged Up sells a cap as well that is glue on, so that should fit in here just fine. But yeah guys, super simple install. Get the Flipsky all mounted up nice and solid. Feels really good. And then of course you have all your wiring right here. You can run up and over, back through, down into where the phase cable is going through as well. Should make for a nice clean install. Alright guys, hopefully that helped you out install your Flipsky B1 bracket. Again, I really appreciate you guys' support, and I'll see you next time. Peace.